taking the year real fast? Yes! I was saying, so, couple things. Number one, some of you have never broken a board before, right? Yes! Probably most of you. In fact, we took the last, I don't know, about 18 months of board breaks and we put them on hold. But guess what? We're back in action. Does this feel pretty good to have everybody in one big giant room like this? Is this pretty awesome? Alright, so parents, thank you guys for coming on out. We are really excited. As of the last board break, you all know we have this foundation that we're supporting here, Partners for Children's Mental Health, Children's Hospital of Colorado Foundation. We have so far, as of the last board break, not counting this one, we have $5,800 raised of our $5,000 goal. So give yourselves a big hand. That is awesome. You know, we got behind this foundation because they really support the youth and the children in our community by making sure they get the right help that they need to make sure that mental health, the strength in their minds is strong and healthy. And so we wanted to get behind them because last year was kind of challenging. So let's think about that before we get started. We're talking about breaking into the future. And if this is your first board break, like most of it is, for most of you it is, we want to make sure you understand what board breaking is about. There's a purpose. There's a reason why we break boards. Anybody have any ideas? Oh, we got a confident young man here. Stand up, please. When we raise our hands, I want you to turn around, because remember, white and gold belts are all about building that self-esteem and confidence. Turn around. Tell everybody your name.
Hi, my name is Will.
Everybody say hi, Will. Hi. Will, you have an answer for us. What do you think board breaking is all about?
Learning how to break stuff and learning how to basically get ready to actually do sparring.
Oh, so he's saying sparring. There's a very big component to sparring and self-defense in that. So that's awesome. So Will, it took a lot of courage for you to stand up in front of everybody right here. You know the number one fear out there isn't breaking boards. It's not jumping out of an airplane. It's not, you know what it is? It's getting up in front of people and speaking out like that. Okay, that takes a lot of courage. And that's what we're about here. All of our instructors, we have 8-year-old, 9-year-old junior instructors in the making that can get up in front of everybody and speak with confidence. Okay, that takes a lot of guts. Everybody give Will a big hand. Nice job, buddy. Okay, so good answer. Anybody else know? Why do we break boards? Why do we break boards? Yes, sir.
To look awesome, sir.
I love that answer. Everybody say, to look awesome. Yeah, it's going to not only look awesome, but it's going to feel awesome. All right, so we're talking about breaking into the future. Last year was challenging. Parents, would you agree that we have a lot of obstacles that we were working through, and we're still working through them, okay? I know we all have our masks, and there's a lot of things that we're still cautiously we're thinking, but you know what? We learned from last year. Who believes they learned from last year? Right? Who thinks in 1 year, last year, you probably learned and adapted more than you've ever adapted in your life? That's something pretty big and think about, right? We as a company never experienced something like that. We had to figure out as instructors, how do I look into this TV screen and press this button and get on Zoom and do this and get on Ring Central? A lot of stuff we had to learn, right? It was hard. It was hard to instruct on a video camera and make sure that our students weren't sitting on bean bags and running around and cats and dogs are in the way and all that stuff. We learned, right? What about somebody else? Can you tell me something else we learned last year? Where did we learn from? Over here. Stand up. Tell me your name. Everybody say hi, John. Hi. John, what did you learn last year? Stand up. To be more respectful? What about at home? Were you challenged? Do you have any brothers or sisters, John? No. Did you learn how to do stuff at home a little different with your family? Yeah, okay, so that was good. And you learned that with respect? Good. Hey, parents, I'm going to pick on you for a second. Parents, what did we learn as parents? Yes, ma'am. Patience. You know, I've heard that from almost every single parent. That was the number one answer that we've heard the whole weekend. You know, by the way, this is our 4th board break. So we've been really powering through a lot of boards. I'm really proud of that. We've learned a lot of patience. We learned patience with each other. We learned how to slow down, how to wait for things, and how to have things out of our control. There was a lot of stuff that we learned. Anything else, parents? race with each other, with yourself even, right? A great answer. Anybody else? We all learned, yes? Flexibility, learning how to be flexible. That was a big one, yeah. I know as a parent, I definitely learned how to be flexible. Anybody else? Yes, ma'am?
A new appreciation for teachers.
New appreciation for teachers. Everybody give the teachers a big hand, yeah? Teachers went through probably one of the biggest challenges out of any profession, right? They learned how to change their curriculum, how to get online. That was very challenging. So we're really proud of our teachers for doing that. Okay, anybody else? And by the way, if you haven't seen, that's a big thing that focusing on next week. We are doing a teacher giveaway. We were trying to give away $250 to each school's classroom and picking a teacher that really did a lot because we believe that we want to support our teachers in the community. So make sure you guys hop on Facebook and get involved in that. Okay, anybody else? Is everybody ready to break a board now? Yes! Okay, so before we break a board and before we bow in, we want to start strong. Everybody say, start strong! Start strong! Who was in my board breaking seminar last weekend when you guys hopped into school? Some of you guys were. We were talking about breaking into the future by starting strong. Okay? We're not focusing on all the stuff in the past. We're focusing on the future. We're thinking about this year. Who started school? Raise your hand. Who was excited to start school? Oh, we have to start strong with our attitude first. Everybody say attitude. If you want to break a board today, we got to start strong. It begins with attitude. You got to have a positive mindset, a positive attitude. And if I say, who's excited to start school? And you're like, not me. Okay? Are you going to start strong? Are you going to be successful this year? No, you got to have that positive attitude. Who's excited to start school? So even if you're not starting school, parents and adults that are in martial arts as well as on the sideline, you are starting strong this year by supporting your kids, right? Getting them off on the right foot. You might be starting strong in work. This is a new season for you too. You got the kids out of the house, you don't have to homeschool them anymore, right? You can get them back to work, focus different directions. So you're starting strong too. Everybody, we're going to start strong with first, everybody say attitude. The second thing we're going to start strong with, everybody say focus. You got to start strong with that focus. When you go into that new school year, you got to have good focus. Focus on your teachers, focus on yourself, focus on your homework. All of that is part of that. So you got to know your goal. Then everybody go like this, everybody say, have a plan. You got to have a plan of how we're going to get there. That's the next step we're going to start. When we bow in, I'm going to give you the plan, the successful plan of how you're going to break a board. Does everybody believe that you're going to break a board today? Stand up for me real quick. Come over here. Miss Aspen, you broke a board last week, right, with me in the board break seminar? Yes? Say yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Miss Aspen, you broke a board, and I was really impressed because you were a little bit nervous, right? Yeah. In fact, she challenged herself because I saw her at the school in Fort Collins when I was teaching in there, and she immediately was showing some signs of that she was nervous, right? Were you nervous?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but are you less nervous today? Tell us why.
Well, because I know I can do it because I already did it.
You broke a board last week. So everybody say success leaves clues. If I'm successful in something, I go, oh, you know what, I did that. I can break through anything. I can do that. That's part of what we're doing today is we're going to anchor that, associate, breaking through a board that you can do anything you want in life. Do you believe that you can break through anything now? That's awesome, man. Everybody give us a big hand. Okay, everybody see that? Let's go. Everybody show me attention. And about courtesy. It's loud and proud. Go to position. Say, sir. All right. Louder than the person next to you. There's a lot of people. I haven't had this many people in a classroom in so long, and I'm so excited. You guys give us energy. I want you to give us the most energy because this is our fourth one. We might be a little tired of instructions, but we're going to get energized right now with you. Be as loud as you can. Student creed number 1. Student creed number 2. Alright, okay parents, I'm going to need your help on this one because we really want to support our kids today, give that energy up in here. I want to see everybody, if you don't know our student creeds, it's right there if you can read. Okay, and student creed 3. My teachers. As loud as you can. What is our goal? Oh, you're awesome. Everybody show me attention. Okay, let's do